Now we're going to jump across to the sister island of Tobago because we're going to speak about a program called SOBER, the SOBER Effect. SOBER is an acronym for Securing Our Borders, Encouraging Responsibility. And I'm chatting this morning with Billy Sterling Lewis, who's the manager of Alcohol and Drug Abuse Prevention Program, also known as ADAPP. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, and thank you for having me.
Oh, thanks for joining us this morning. I'm really excited to speak about this initiative and SOBER itself. So we see the acronym here, SOBER, Securing Our Borders, Encouraging Responsibility. What is it about? What is SOBER about?
Well, the SOBER Effect is really a program where we're seeking to expand the education in Tobago about psychoactive substances. So we're looking at alcohol, marijuana, tobacco, and all other drugs that are used recreationally that, of course, have negative effects on mind, body, and personality. And so what we are doing with this acronym is looking at the way these drugs affect what we call the different borders in our society. So we talk about the personal border, which is the individual. We talk about the family border, which is the home. We talk about the school and also the community, and of course on a national basis, because substances affect everyone and every aspect of life from the individual across the nation.
Definitely, and some of the topics you have addressed so far are comorbidity, substance misuse, male-perpetrated violence, drug use disorder, and what it causes as an effect. It's a family disorder as well. Let's go through each of those topics. What, to start with, is comorbidity?
Well, comorbidity is really a concept that is used to describe having two or more coexisting disorders. In this context, it would be looking at having a substance use disorder and another mental health situation. So for instance, a person may have a diagnosed substance use disorder and also be suffering from depression. They could be suffering from a personality disorder or some other mood disorder.
And when we speak about substance abuse and male-perpetrated violence, how did that discussion go? How was that topic handled?
Well, that is a very interesting topic. It is one that we face every day because one of the side effects of substance use socially and relationally is actually abuse. And on the family front, we see a lot of domestic violence happening. We see a lot of male-perpetrated violence happening.
Correct.
And when we speak about domestic violence, we're not just speaking about partner violence in terms of intimate partner violence, but we're also speaking about domestic violence with children. We have incest, we have physical abuse, we have emotional abuse and neglect. And studies continue to show that persons who abuse other persons, particularly on the home front, are also consumers and users of drugs, especially alcohol.
Yeah,
so we have
cases.
to bring that out because our stats are showing the situation.
Now, I understand this is a weekly mini-series on substance abuse and is hosted by the Division of Health, Wellness and Family Development. How has that partnership been thus far, and how have they supported the SOBER Effect?
Well, we are a unit, ADAP, in the Division of Health, Wellness and Family Development. So it is our mother, if you want to say it like that.
Right.
So that's a part of our program for the year. And this is the first of the series. And we expect to have many more coming up in the upcoming months.
Now, you said it's a weekly series. How do we get access to that series? Is it something that is online that we could view, let's say, on a social media platform, or is it something that a radio program listen to? How do you gain access to it?
Well, right now we are live on Facebook for our programs, our episodes. So we have our programs every Thursday at 6 p.m. And we have the wonderful news that you guys are carrying the program now, TTT, on Mondays. So thank you so much for that.
News.
That has broadened our platform. But generally, we are live on Facebook on a Thursday at 6 p.m., just for 45 minutes.
Thursday at 6 p.m. And how has the feedback been thus far?
So far, it has been good. We are still working to increase our traffic, especially our live viewing. But we have persons who are watching, especially the playbacks, and we get the comments. I would meet people on the street and they say, I'm watching, I'm seeing the program. And that's so encouraging. So the information is getting out there, and we're really happy for that.
That is exciting news, and I'm glad that us at TTT were able to support it and try to expand the platform and expand the viewership as well, because it's something that is so important and pressing. It has been pressing for a long time, but we need to get the word out there.
Yes, definitely.
Now, so you said it's on Thursdays at 6 p.m. on your page. What's the name of the page so that people can reach out to you?
Well, it's the Division of Health, Wellness and Family Development Facebook page. And I just want to mention that if you miss a live episode, we know how Facebook works. So you could just go back and view the videos anytime. They would act as a library as well. So you could view it repeatedly and share that information with other persons, because we want that to continue to happen, the sharing of the information.
And coming up this Thursday, what's the topic that we're going to be speaking about?
This Thursday, we are offset because we have our annual symposium, which is another forum through which we share and interact with the public. So this Thursday, we will be having our symposium with an audience of about 100 persons, where we'll be looking at the issue of trafficking, drug trafficking, and drug trafficker rehabilitation. We want to change the view of how we could deal with traffickers. But we will be back on Thursday the 12th for our final episode for this series, when we will be looking at underage drug use and the impact on academic performance. So this Thursday, we will not be live on set because we'll be having our live symposium, but on the 12th, we are back on set.
All right. Well, just because you brought up the symposium, how do individuals get access to that in Tobago?
Well, for now, we are having registration. Persons would have been invited, and other persons who expressed their interest would have been invited, and it's on a registration basis. But if perchance somebody wants to come, they can give us a call at our office, 639-3395, and they can be directed to the ADAP office or the communications unit office, and we'll be able to give you information as to how much space we have available at this moment, because it's happening tomorrow, actually, at 9 o'clock.
All right. I want to thank you so much, Billy Sterling Lewis, manager of the Alcohol and Drug Abuse Prevention Program, ADAP. And we were speaking about the Sober Effect, which is a weekly online series. Again, you will catch them next Thursday at on their Facebook stream, which would be at 6 p.m. So you could join them there for that. Thank you again.
Thank you so much, and have a great day.
All right. You as well.